Welcome back, class 10. In your history class today, we will be starting a very important chapter, chapter 7, National Movement. The year of study will be 1919 to 1934, 1919 to 1934. And this is the first time we see that Mr. Gandhi comes to the scenario. Okay. Now, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was the greatest leader of modern India. He was a moral revolutionist. As we all know, that Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869. Then he went to school. After leaving school, he went to England to study law. He returned to India, and after that he started practicing law in Bombay. But from 1893 to 1914, the field of Gandhi's activity was in South Africa. Now this is very interesting, where he went as a lawyer of a firm. He was lawyer of a firm. He was not familiar with the fact that Indians settled in South Africa were subjected to the most humiliating treatment by the Britishers, because South Africa was also a colony of the British. Gandhi soon found himself the target of meanest insult. Even the Britishers started insulting him because he was an Indian. So he was thrown out of hotels, trains, insulted, kicked, beaten. The Indians of Africa were helpless and was unable to defend themselves. In 1906, the South African government passed a new Asiatic law directed against Indian immigrants. So Gandhi led his campaign and he started Satyagraha. So Satyagraha was started initially, it was started in South Africa. 3 times Gandhi was put behind the bars, and while others died as martyrs. In 1914, the authorities had to bow down a little. £3 poll tax which Indians had to pay was abolished. So this was his work in South Africa. So he started his political career in South Africa. He started his Satyagraha in South Africa. It's not that he started Satyagraha in India. Okay. Now, when Gandhiji returned to India in early 1915, he had the prestige of a leader. He was already a leader. While asking for India's support in the First World War, the government had held out the most brilliant promises. Government made promises, a lot of promises during the First World War. Gandhi did not serve. Gandhi did a lot of service to the British Empire in the war years because he thought that the British will keep their promise. He played an active role recruiting young Indians in the British Army. Meanwhile, he could not remain indifferent in the people suffering. So in 1917, he took up the cause of indigo planters in Champaran district in Bihar, and a campaign was launched against the indigo planters against the English indigo planters. The campaign marked the first victory of India of the weapon of Satyagraha devised by Gandhi. So after coming to India, Gandhiji's first victory was this Champaran movement against the Britishers who forced Indians to plant indigo. So the indigo movement in Champaran was Gandhiji's first Indian victory. Now, then comes Satyagraha of 1919. In 1919 began Gandhiji's active participation in national movement. He opposed the Rowlatt Act bill, which endangered the life and liberty of the property of the people. He asked people to go to do satyagraha against oppressive laws. Second was non-cooperation movement of 1920. The Jallianwala Bagh tragedy had enraged the entire nation. Gandhiji now stood out for non-cooperation with the British rule. He took up the cause of the Muslims who has already started Khilafat movement. And the violent incident of Chauri Chaura came as a great shock. What are these things we will learn in this chapter? And he suspended the law-making part of the movement. And Gandhiji was arrested and sentenced to 6 years of imprisonment. So first was Satyagraha 1919, then comes non-cooperation movement of 1920. Then comes in 1930 comes the civil disobedience movement. In March 12, 1930 began Mahatma Gandhi's historic march from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi. He violated the salt laws. Then 1932 renewal of the civil disobedience movement. The famous Gandhi-Irwin Pact signed in March 1931. Gandhiji agreed to suspend the civil disobedience movement. He also agreed to take part in the deliberations of the second roundtable conference. The conference proved disappointing. The Congress started civil disobedience movement again. That is a renewal. Gandhi protested against separate electorates for the repressed class. On 20th September, he went on fast unto death. It resulted in a settlement known as the Pune Pact. Gandhiji broke his fast in September 26th. Later events, what are there? In 1940, Gandhiji launched individual Satyagraha and the movement continued throughout 1941. After the failure of the Cripps mission, the All India Congress Committee passed the Quit India resolution. Gandhiji and other prominent leaders were arrested. The Quit India movement caused great commotion throughout the country. Now, Gandhiji was released in 1944. In 1946, there was communal right, and in 1947, there was independence. So this is basically, and in 1948, he was assassinated while he was going to the prayer. Now, this is basically his chart. I just read quickly his action plans, what his action was. Gandhiji had three paths. One, Satyagraha. Two, non-violence. Three, Swadeshi. You can include another one also, social justice. So if you say four paths, then Satyagraha, non-violence, Swadeshi, social justice. So basically, Satyagraha means, Satya means truth, Agraha means effort. Satyagraha means the force born out of truth. Non-violence means ahimsa. Swadeshi means things, religion, politics, economic of one's own country. And social justice means concern for the oppressed. So, in the next class, what we will do is, we will start with this in detail, what is Satyagraha, then we will learn what is non-violence, then we will learn Swadeshi, and then we will do social justice. So just in a nutshell, I have said the four classes, the four system of Gandhi's politics: Satyagraha, non-violence, Swadeshi, and social justice. So this is a new chapter which we have started, chapter 7, and Gandhiji comes in from this chapter. Okay. Thank you for today. We will meet in the next class.